Hey, John here. Hope you're doing great. Hope you've had a great day. My, oh my, what a challenging, unique time we're in, right? Interesting time we are in right now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Don't know where you live. Maybe tell me where you live. I'm fascinated to know where you live. Interesting to hear from your point of view what's happening in your local area. Do me a favor, tell me where you live, and if you can hear me and see me, hit the like or the, give me a little high five or something, all right? All right, let me know where you're from. Let's talk about what's going on in your world, what's happening. We've got some major lockdowns happening here in Southern California. Gyms closing, restaurants, nightclubs, bars, just, boom. Overnight, everything's changing. I think we've had a little bit of a warning, and some people have paid attention and followed what's going on. Some have taken action, some haven't. If you can hear me and see me, hit the likes and the loves there. Tell me where you're from. I'd love to read this. I'll see if I can scroll up here. So somebody asked a great question. Reese's King or Reese skiing, my favorite sport. Reese, I had a meeting with my team today, and we're all remote right now, working from home. And every Monday we have a call at 1 o'clock, but we've been in touch with them. My wife and I went basically on lockdown with our family on Thursday, Friday, so we've been preparing for this for quite some time. And we've been keeping our team informed. So a couple things. Number one, I've gathered a bunch of the stuff that I've written, the stuff that I've said, the graphs, the charts, the statistics, and made it available to them so they could study, learn, upgrade their knowledge at their own time. But number two, the thing that I did with my team that I highly recommend those of you who have families and those of you who have teams is, number one, let them know that their safety is your number one priority. Their mental safety, emotional safety, physical safety, financial safety is your number one concern. That's one. Number two, reiterate that in times like this, in times of chaos, fear, uncertainty, volatility, and everything in between, the people who stick together win together. And so the reason I'm doing more of this than I've ever done here on Instagram is we need each other. As much as people think, well, I don't need you and you don't need me. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, you do. And when things are going great, it's easy to go, don't need you. You don't need me. But you know what? The human species is a species that bonds. It's a species that wants connection. I mean, look, why are you on here right now? You want to connect, hear, listen, share. And so we do need each other. And I'm starting to look like Bernie Sanders now. We do need each other. And when we do this, I like Bernie. So I want to assure them that their safety as the CEO of the company is my concern, and that they can come to me with any challenge, issue that they have. Part one. Part two is we have been recalibrating, what we're doing, how we're doing it. All the plans that we had for, our company, a bunch of them went out the window several days ago, and especially today. All my live events are canceled. Private clients that fly in from all over the world, canceled. And so we're adjusting and adapting. I did a video the other day. Actually, I think I posted it here. And I did here on, one of the greatest skills that you can have is becoming or being an adaptationist, where you can like a contortionist, on demand, switch, adjust, replan. I think the key is be aware, be calm, be educated, have the right perspective of what's going on, educate yourself on fact from fiction, and fear-mongering from reality, and then create a process so that you can have some stuff to follow. So what are you going to do for your physical well-being? What are you going to do for your mental well-being? What are you going to do for your emotional well-being? What are you going to do for your financial well-being? Systematically remain in a calm, relaxed state where you can respond instead of a fearful state where you are forced to react. The neuroscience of fear is that it's a social conditioned, genetic predisposition that we have. And when we see people fearful and afraid, then we're fearful and afraid unless we are more educated and have more information and a better process than they do. And so, when the market is crashing, the smart investors know what to do. They know when to sell. They know when to buy. Same with real estate. Business owners that have been around, have navigated through times like this before, have prepared for times like these before, or they're going to learn it right now. So that's a long answer to your question, what we've been doing, and what you do if you're a leader of a team or a company, etc. So just a couple of thoughts for you. Do me a favor, where are you from? Can you type in right now? I see as Bdo 13 and global something. Where are you from? Let me know. And by the way, hey Carmen, how you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you. Do you enjoy when I do these live videos? I haven't done a lot of them, but it seems to be the trend. Why would I want to miss a trend? So tell me where you're from. Indiana. I used to live in Indianapolis. Argentina, Vancouver, British Columbia. I used to live in British Columbia too. My son was born there. London, Atlanta, North Bay. I used to live in Mississauga, Athens, Greece. Tikanis Elena, Philadelphia. Martin's Group SF, is that San Francisco? From Cuba, you live in New Jersey. Fort Lauderdale, hi Carrie. Hey there. Well, I like being connected to you too, Trish, so that's good. I do a lot of Facebook. I've been doing Facebook stuff for years. Toronto, live success coaching. Hey, awesome. I saw a video where people with corona got help from tapping. Well, the only help you're going to get from tapping is just interrupting patterns, but it's not going to actually help the virus. España, Rhiannon, Spain, challenging time in Spain right now. Stay safe, my friend. India, Oakville, Ontario, Arizona. Yeah, keep telling me, where are you from? Zusel, you're welcome. I enjoy. Oh, hi, Beth. Okay, Beth. Hey, Beth. Nice to see you on here. Or not see you, but Beth. I got it. Hi. Okay. All right. So, Dr. Thomas Cowan hypothesized that coronavirus may be history repeating itself and caused by 5G. He's mistaken. Sorry. I disagree. He's, some conspiracy theory, not part of what I believe or the truth. Hello there from Ireland. Hello there from Toronto, Singapore. Awesome. So anyway, when times are tough, right? When we're hitting a crisis. The Chinese have a great symbol that shows, crisis and opportunity. It's a really great, visual. And so, when you're in a middle of a crisis, every astronaut, Navy SEAL, police officer, firefighter, highly skilled CEO, highly skilled musician, anybody that is, highly trained in dealing with crisis, they will all tell you one thing. The person, that's the most trained in the crisis and has the ability to relax, be calm, and respond, fares better, fares better than the people who panic and react. Would you agree with that? If you agree with that, just hit the loves on that one. All right, so if you agree with that, hit the loves on that one. I'm going to keep looking at all of your comments over here. I'm going to say hi, see if that works. Yeah. And so one of the questions I always ask is, do you have a process to stay calm so you could relax and respond? And some of you know a little bit about the way the brain works, right? And whenever we have doubt, it causes us to worry, which is a form of stress. which activates the amygdala in the brain. And the amygdala is the emotional response center in the brain, which releases the neurochemistry of distress, panic, worry, uncertainty, and that's epinephrine, cortisol, norepinephrine, and even some adrenaline. And when that is in our body, actually our thinking brain shuts down from fully being operational. All the blood goes, to the fight-flight system in our brain. And that is why people panic, because it's a reactive state. But in a calm state, yes, you can feel all the stuff. You could watch the shit on TV. You could read the stuff, that's in the local newspapers. But when you look at it and you feel this, energy that is unusual, how's that? You can take 6 deep breaths to deactivate the sympathetic nervous system and reactivate the parasympathetic nervous system. So when you deactivate the sympathetic flight and fight response mechanism and you activate the calm and response system, now you're back in control. So when there is a natural reactive part of your brain that is causing you to react, stop first. Breathe into your nose 6 times, out through your mouth. There's a process that I teach called Take 6, Calm the Circuits. And so in times like this, you can use something that's free, your breath, just to recalibrate and reset your brain so that the blood flow comes back to your thinking part of your brain. And now you're back in control instead of reacting. And I've shared this, millions of times. And in my best-selling book, Inner Size, that's the first inner size that we teach is Take 6, Calm the Circuits. And then you can move towards making some decisions for yourself that, that are much smarter. And the whole idea is to be able to have enough time. Hi, sweetheart. My wife. Want to say hi? You can have enough time to say, okay, is there real danger here, right? Is this life-threatening? Is this threatening my finances, my emotions, my mindset, my physical body? When you can think and analyze using your deductive reasoning, that's when you can start to make better decisions, all right? And that's really the state you want to be in. You want to be able to use one of the highest cortical functions of your brain. That's thinking, right? Most people would rather die than think, and there's a huge difference between thinking and having thoughts, right? Thoughts are spontaneous and automatic, that happen from the subconscious mind percolating, one of the 50,000 thoughts we have a day. Trish, I do practice breath work, but I don't have a name for my breath work. I do single nostril breath work, one nostril then the other. I do a variety of different types of breath work depending on whether I want to calm down or hyper focus, all right? So, all right, Steve. Well, I'm glad you're alive and kicking. Somebody asked if how am I preparing to capitalize on the market dropping for now? Right now, the ETFs are selling off like crazy, which are clusters of sectors of the marketplace, and so I'm waiting for the market to hit the bottom. I haven't been, buying and selling. My strategy is long-term in the marketplace, not short-term. So I'm looking for the value of the same companies that I've already invested in to be on sale. And many years ago, in 2008, Warren Buffett said, America is on sale. And right now, when the market hits to the bottom of where it's going to end up, today was the single worst day in the market's history. And so when the market gets down to the bottom, there are certain companies that are value businesses, value companies that I already own that I'm going to get and buy more of. And so I'm going to capitalize on the prices for what I already thought was valuable being lower. And since I don't buy and sell today, this week, this month, I buy for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. That's my personal strategy. Now, some people, I have an employee who's made 150% on his money in the last 10 days. That's not, I don't want the risk, which means I'm not going to get the reward. And so I'm at a different stage in my life now where I don't need the risk. I don't want the risk. I like slow and steady wins the race. If I could double my money every 3 or 4 years in my investments, I'm a happy camper. So that's for Eric Ivy. There's going to be amazing deals right now. There's already amazing deals, but right now we're the Dow's 21,000 plus a little bit today. Will it go down to 18, 19,000? I don't know. You can't predict the market. The best in the world can't predict the market. And so that's why, there's sell, 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 sell. Let me see how this works here. Evan Carmichael, I'm just following in your footsteps. Everybody follow Evan Carmichael. He does a great job on his YouTube channel and on Instagram here. He's been a great supporter of my work, and I love supporting his work too. All right, so so that's a little bit of. If you have a question, now I'm learning how to use Instagram right now. Much love to you too, my friend. We all support each other. Listen, I just want to reiterate something, right? When times are tough, we need each other more, as I mentioned before. Make sure that you're close to your loved ones, your children, your significant other. This is another example of, holy shit, we just don't know when something's just going to change, all right, in our lives. And so, be smart, be prepared, be loving, be caring, be kind. You never know who we're going to have. And please, 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 quarantine yourself, all right? If you can stay in an enclosed area here in Southern California, basically we're on lockdown. They're closed, schools closed, bars closed, restaurants, nightclubs, gymnasiums, and closed. I mean, closed. I shared earlier in my private talk with my employees, there are businesses in your neighborhood, that the people that work there are not going to be making their tip money, which means they can't pay rent and they can't pay for food and they can't support their communities. If you can, buy some gift certificates and use them in a month or 2 or 3 or 4 so the businesses can stay open. The businesses that you love, support them. If any of the stores are open, see if you can, tip a little bit, even for without getting any service. I want you to remember that the universe that we live in is more than abundant. There's more than enough for all of us. And if you just keep things in flow, keep love in flow, communication in flow, some fun in flow, put your money in flow. Yes, take care of yourself and your needs, and a little bit for the other people that may not even have as much as you do. So just a little bit of extra giving right now to keep things in flow goes a long way. And here's what I can promise you. Pay close attention to what I'm about to say, and it's more of something I believe at the quantum level, and it's this. Ready? You cannot outgive the universe. Did you hear what I just said? You cannot outgive the universe. In a universe of abundance, where there's more than enough, you cannot outgive the universe. And the very act of giving a compliment, a kind smile, a little bit of something to another human being, animal, plant, tree, the air, the earth, the universe just flows it back. It's like a boomerang. And I want to also remind you of one thing. Don't give because of what you're going to get. That's trading. Give because giving is really great. And tithing is really, really great. You'll feel great, the person you give it to. And if everybody just gives a little bit, just a little bit, You don't have to give everything, a little bit. Everybody wins. And, yesterday when I was on here, I mentioned something, and I told my team this as well today as well, and that is this. The Navy SEALs teach something so profound that it's really worth understanding. If there's 12 team members on the Navy SEALs, they teach them to never, ever, 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 ever worry about themselves. And they say, listen, if we could teach you how to never think of yourself, and we teach you only to think of the other, in this case, 11 other team members, that means that you have 11 people who will stake their life for you and could do more to save your life than you can. So what do you prefer, having one person, well, it's two, but one person, you, taking care of you, or 11 taking care of you with all of their heart and soul and intelligence and physical and mental and emotional and spiritual and financial ability? Right? Well, it's not a hard decision. So what if you take care of me, I accept, and I will take care of you. But everybody has that attitude. Guess what that means? It means we will never be alone. We will never have to do it alone. We lift each other as we climb, and everybody rises with the high tide. That's what I'm talking about. And right now, we want and need each other more than ever. So just give some thought to that, right? It's so easy to isolate ourselves, pretend everything is okay, but what we want to do is we want to be okay mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, we want to be okay and even better than okay. So let's help each other be better than okay. All right, so any questions? Thank you. I'm glad you like that. It's really my philosophy of how I live my life. I try to get better a little bit each day. I teach my children to be go-givers and go-getters. And right now, a lot of people are going to need our help in the communities. Like, listen, we've got our health where, there's other people whose health is being challenged beyond belief right now. And so let's help people with their health, with their food needs, with whatever it is that they need. Trust me, it all comes back around more and more and more and more. All right. So somebody says, I think I prefer life in the dream state at this point. This is the dream state, my dear. This is the dream state, my dear. Dawkins. What is peace to you? I think knowing that I'm okay, my family's okay, and that you are okay. It doesn't give me peace to know I'm okay, but other people are suffering. And I mean all over the world for a lot of different reasons. So, peace for me is knowing that we're all okay and that we're going to take care of each other. That's peace for me. And so every day, I start every day by making sure that there's peace within me so that I could emanate peace to others. And when I talk about peace, I talk about mental peace, emotional peace. I call it SEMP, S-E-M-P. It's my SEMP model I teach all my students. And it's spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, and financial. And when people have those attributes in their lives, then they could be, like the rock that you throw into the pond and it ripples out. That's the way I enjoy doing it. Okay, let's see over here. Finland is on lockdown now, yes. GNG, Yuri, I'm confused on where to start my career. What do I recommend you? Start your career with what you love, what you're passionate about, what brings you joy, what you do for fun, what you do, that you would do if nobody paid you to do, what you would like to read, what you like to study, what you like to talk to your friends about. You can have a career in anything and make more than enough money if you get good at it. So don't do what you think you should do or what your teachers, parents, mother, sister, brother, father, or friends tell you to do. Follow your heart. You are unique. You're here for a reason and a purpose, and it starts with do what's natural and easy for you, not what's hard for you. So that's for you. Let's see what else we got. Hey, Kumiko. Nice to see you on here. Any favorite book recommendations to read during quarantine? Eric, I'd recommend my newest book, Inner Size. Go to ignitemybrain.com. If somebody could type that in, that would be great. Ignitemybrain.com. You could read all about it. It's one of the best books right now that'll blow you away if you like psychocybernetics. Hello there from Argentina. Hey there, Margie. Fear is contagious and so is peace. That's correct. Just remember that calm and peace are already within you. You just need to access the calm and peace state. You can also access the fear state, but fear actually happens to be a reactive automatic state that's triggered in the subconscious mind. But I'm not going to do a lot of teaching on that today. Thank you, Shaq. IgniteMyBrain.com. Thank you. Healing, hold on, I see who's Healing World Massage. Oh, I could use a good healing massage right now. There's a wonderful therapist that I see just down the street, and because of the quarantine, we're not going down there. Oh, you guys should see the ocean right now. Hold on, you want to see the ocean? It's so beautiful. I'm going to walk in the house for just a moment. The ocean is so pretty. I thought I'd do it in the back. It was too windy. You want to see the ocean? Let me know if you want to see the ocean. The sun is up in the clouds, but hold on. It is so pretty. Look at this. It is so beautiful out there. Actually, you can't see the colors that well. I want to show you something. You want to see something? This is one of my favorite pieces. I'm not Buddhist, but I like the calmness of the Buddha. But I want you to read this. Are you ready? Whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Can you read that, or is it reversed? Whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Do you believe that? That's just my little Buddha over here. But here's some nice views of the ocean. The sun's going to come down shortly. Actually, I can just sit over here. I've got my little tripod. I'll switch the location where I was yesterday. These live sessions are fun. Let me just see. Is that fun for you? I'm in Southern California. Just it reverses. Okay, that's why I like to read it. I've had this for many, many years. Sometimes it takes us looking at a little bit higher level of how the universe operates instead of us in our myopic physical state. Let me just see. Hold on, I'm on my cell phone, so Brenda, how to keep in good vibration? How do you think you should keep in good vibration? Like, what do you think are a few strategies to keep in a good vibration? And Steve, what do you think of the people who take advantage of the virus, buying this and reselling at crazy price? I think it's, price gouging, taking advantage of people. I think they live in a state of scarcity instead of a state of abundance. One of the things that all the brain research shows is that when we feel like somebody is taking advantage of us, we actually shut those people out so fast. So we don't mind when there's fair value and fair exchange, but when we feel like somebody's trying to take advantage of us, we're like, no way. And so I don't think that, there's people who are trying to take advantage. I don't mind being a capitalist, taking advantage, of fairness. So that's my thought. Shaman Weaver, dance, play music, do yoga, exercise, read, watch TV, talk to friends, do Instagram lives with people that I'm meeting from all over the world. By the way, if you didn't tell me where you're from before, tell me where are you from now? So, Tamarika, sorry, I can only read what's on there. How could you avoid spiritual emptiness? Well, increase your awareness, because we are spiritual, so you can't be spiritually empty. You may be unaware of the spiritual being that you are, the intelligence that breathes you right now, the intelligence that allows your hair to grow, your food to digest, your 9 systems to work synergistically together. That's the intelligence within you, the fact that you're able to stand and walk and smile and move and get dressed and eat and do everything. That's the intelligence. That's a spiritual intelligence already within you. So you have to remember what you are first. So you can't be spiritually empty if you're not aware of what you are first, right? So one of the ways that I like to practice spiritual awareness is meditation once or twice a day, mindfulness, taking time to stop, writing out or talking to myself, what am I grateful for right now? There are so many things to be grateful for about yourself, about others, about the universe. It's there's so much. So you start with that first, right? Start with it's like when people say, I don't have energy. All you are is energy. You may not know how to release it, but you are energy. There's no shortage of energy in your body. All you are is energy, vibrating packets of energy called quanta, right? So those are just a couple of thoughts for you. I've got about one last minute, so I'll take one other another question. So B. Koiser, John, would you say that choices and decisions mold our life? Yeah, I would say that for sure. Awareness is what gives us choice, and choice is what can give us the freedom, right? So either we make the wrong choices or we're unaware of the right choices to make. And so then it's a question of what are you doing to upgrade your knowledge and your skills and your awareness so you can make better choices? So yeah, absolutely B. I think it's Cozier. Cozier and Cozier. Somos vecinos. I don't know what that means. All right. Flicktopographer. Islamic people meditate 5 times a day all over the world, and it works. Yes, it does. I love the Islam religion. I love all religions that are peaceful and kind and caring and loving towards all human beings and animals and plants and our planet and our universe. So, yes, and I think every religion has extremists that, try to spoil it for everybody else. All right, Warren Humphreys, you're so welcome. And again, tell me where you're from. I'd love to know where you are from. Thank you to Daxley Monarch. Love you too. Listen, we all need each other. I have certain gifts. I always tell people, I said, many of you get to see the best of who I am and my, my persona on Instagram or Facebook or videos, or you don't get to see all the shit, and all the challenges and insecurities and uncertainties and problems that I've had. You don't get to see all that stuff. So just remember, whoever you're watching, whoever you think is up here and you're here, no, it's like we're just, harmonizing. So just don't forget that, okay? Don't think that anybody's above you or below you. It's just bullshit. We're all made equally with the same brain and abilities and fears and doubts and self-image challenges, and we just try to get better. So let's just get better together, okay? You might have some things that are things that I'm not good at, that I don't get to see, and that So let's just remember that, okay? So don't put anybody on a pedestal. Nobody belongs on a pedestal. No kings, no queens, no presidents, no CEOs, no musicians, hockey players, mothers. We're all on the same playing field with a different set of skills and talents and abilities and insecurities and everything else. Anything less than that's bullshit, or more than that is bullshit, all right? So you get to see, you know, the persona, the face that I want you to see, and I get to see the face that you want me to see. But if we go deeper, you know what we'll see? We're going to see each other. I see you, and I appreciate you, and I love you, all right? And I appreciate you. So have an awesome day or night, wherever you are in the world. And just remember, as I said before, is we do need each other, and it's okay to need and want each other, and to love each other, and to be kind to each other. And let's make this transition time in our lives right now one that we never forget, and we lift each other up as we climb. How's that? We lift each other up as we climb? If that's a fair deal, give me a high five. Boom, 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 boom. We lift as we climb. God bless you. And let's have some more fun. I'll be doing this a lot more because this is a lot of fun. So thank you so much. Bye now.